It is not easy to be a disciple of Jesus Christ in this world, because he sends us out like a sheep amongst wolves. As he also said, and I read in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, he said to his disciples, "Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be shrewd as serpents, and innocent as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the courts, and scourge you in their synagogues. And you shall even be brought before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, do not become anxious about how or what you will speak, for it shall be given you in that hour what you are to speak. For it is not you who speak, but it is the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. And brother will deliver a brother to death, and a father his children, and children will rise up against parents, and cause them to be put to death. And you will be hated by all on account of my name. But it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved." Dear friend, it's not an easy road. And the people who will persecute you will often be your own family members, people whom you trusted. Some of them our Lord refers to as dogs, as we read in Revelation chapter 22. Verse 15, he says, "Outside are the dogs, and the sorcerers, and the immoral persons, and the murderers, and the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices lying." Who are the dogs? The dogs are those who have gone back to their own vomit, who were once followers of Jesus Christ. They say they are sheep, and they are in and amongst the sheep, but you only recognize them when they bear their fangs, and you see they're not sheep, but they're actually dogs and wolves. Dear friends, we must not be deterred by those people, but we must be aware that we do not have friends out there. We are to be like sheep amongst wolves. And the greatest consolation of all are the words of our Lord, where he says, for verse 20 of Matthew chapter 10, "For it is not you who speak, but it is the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you." Our Lord Jesus never trusted man, because he knew what was inside of man. He never entrusted himself to man. Dear friends, we've got to love everybody, but trust nobody. And we must, with endurance, speak the words of our Lord Jesus Christ. We must expect to be persecuted. Everyone who wants to be fruitful will suffer persecution, because that is what they did to our Lord. If Jesus is inside of you, this world will hate you. And the lukewarm and the false Christians, they are the ones who will persecute you. So do not be surprised if you're persecuted. Jump up with joy and be glad, and know that your reward is great in heaven. But above all, dear friend, never stop. Never stop witnessing for Jesus, because those who endure until the end, they will be saved. Endure. Don't let the devil shut you up. Speak the truth and witness for Jesus right until the very end. May Jesus bless you.